Hi. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? Just started by asking this because I want you to feel yourself from the beginning of this podcast, I guess. So in today's episode, we are going to talk about male validation. Yes, I'm coming with that one. And I'm going to talk about where it came from me at least. How is it going with trying to not validate myself through men, and how I'm healing from it slowly but surely. you know, if you have any experiences with male validation, comment down below something. Comment your experiences because I think we need to share this more in the internet. Just so you know that you're not alone. You're not alone, okay? We live in a society.
We're living in a society. We're supposed to act in a civilized way.
We live in a society where male validation grows up with us since, I don't know, childbirth, or at least infancy. So let's start with the first topic, I guess. So I think this wanting to be validated by men thing started when I was very little, probably, I don't know, first grade or even before that. I've always been a true romantic. Now, what does this actually mean? It just means for me that I have been romanticizing having a partner for as long as I can remember. And uh, I've been romanticizing my love life for as long as I can remember. Now, of course, when I was in first grade, I didn't know what dating was, but I was constantly imagining scenarios where my crush at the moment would walk side by side, give each other's hands. I have always been a dreamer overall, uh, either through what I wanted to do for my life. I've always dreamed of being a singer when I was little, and I romanticized that a lot. And also romantic relationships when I didn't have one yet. I did that a lot. And a lot of the shows that I've watched, and I think we watched as kids, were about love in some kind of way. Like, they always had a romantic subplot, but subplot that was really important to the show or to the movie. And I loved that. I loved being able to imagine myself having a partner for life. And I think this, because I am an heterosexual, yeah, I don't like it either. Because I am heterosexual, I need to think about men to romanticize my love life. This need for romantic validation through men were an even bigger problem because I didn't like myself. When I was little, I hated my body and myself overall. So I started from a very young age to realize that, oh, if this boy likes me, it means that I'm valuable. It means that I'm not as bad as I think. And I started to associate it with that, to associate being wanted with being valued and desired and being loved and being enough. I think I started to connect the reason of me being here was to be loved, and if I wasn't loved, then um I didn't deserve to be here if I wasn't loved by a boy. You know, yeah, that's bad. But it's what I've been building inside my brain since I was very little. And while I was growing up, this feeling started to become bigger and bigger. And when I was in like fifth or sixth, seventh grade, something around that, I started to have a lot of I started to have a lot of crushes. Now, I think I was having crushes back to back because of the dopamine rush that it gave me when some of them gave me attention. Then some of them I started dating, but then I would get so bored because, okay, I've already accomplished my goal of you wanting me. Now, why do I need you? You know, this is bad, but as a seventh grader, this is what I thought, not consciously, but subconsciously. Looking back at it, I think it was because I loved the attention and being able to conquer someone. Yeah, I think that's why I had a lot of crushes during that time. And then there was a boy that broke my heart, and I didn't want to have crushes anymore. And that was a trigger for me to like actually slow down and be by myself and getting to know myself. And it wasn't easy. I didn't like that part of my life. I started to like it at some point, but it was difficult not relying on that male validation part. And I wasn't out of it, but for the most part, I didn't rely on it that much. But I still had crushes, and a lot of my days revolved around having the attention from the boy that I was interested in still, even though it was not that much as before. And I think as I was growing up, of course, social media played a huge part on this male validation thing that I have. Because it not, I don't think it's because of the beauty standards, only because of it. I mean, of course, I saw a lot of beautiful people online while I was growing up, and I compared myself a lot to them, but it was also the media that I was consuming that revolved around relationships and how they were so romanticized and so. I know people only shown the good parts of the relationships, and I started to think that having a relationship was the ultimate goal in life. And if I didn't have a boy wanting me, that wouldn't happen. So this was my experience growing up. But when I started having like a little bit more age, like around 15, 16, 17, when I actually started dating, having relationships, I think I was either only going for male attention that was purely sexual and purely for the way that I looked. And I dated these guys for a while, and then I would call it off because it wasn't what I really wanted, but they gave me that attention for a while, and that's what I needed at the moment, or I thought that I needed. And if I didn't date solely for the visual attraction part, when I started to develop feelings for someone, like actual feelings and wanting to have a relationship with them, what always happened was they would always have someone else in their heart, and they would start like going out with me, and it would be such a great experience together every time. But then they would tell me they had feelings for another person, so they needed to end it, or I would discover that and wouldn't feel good. And that happened since my first heartbreak. My first heartbreak was built on that, like the person that I was actually dating and having a relationship with wanted someone else while they were with me. And the only guy that I actually wanted a relationship with after that always ended up having that same pattern. They were in love with someone else while they were with me, and then things would end because of that, and they would always come back. And still to this day, it's something that haunts me because when I'm entering a new relationship or I'm dating someone else, I'm always predicting that they're gonna do the same because if I start liking them, it's because it will happen. You know, and this is not a good mindset. I'm trying to get rid of this because someone will love me since, like, from day one, or not love me, but someone will be there for me since day one, and they will not have someone else in their minds. while they are with me, and they will choose me solely because they love me. I know that that's possible, but because of all this romantic stuff that didn't go well, I haven't had a relationship where it all went well. And I know relationships have difficult times. I mean, it's not supposed to be a fantasy world. You have struggles within relationships, but none of my relationships were non-toxic, you know? They would always have some toxicity in them, and that's not normal. That's not good. Um, but yeah, I'm just explaining this to you because at the point that I am now, which is what we're going to talk about, um, is a point where I am struggling with taking male validation out of the picture for me. And I know that it's not possible. I will always want male validation, or at least want a man in my life because I want a relationship at the end of the day. Like, I want to be able to have someone, and I don't think that there's wrong in wanting that. I think it's okay. It's human to want a relationship when you want to live with someone for the rest of your life. It's a normal goal to have. And I hate when people tell yourself to just stay single for the rest of your life and it's okay. I mean, sometimes it's not. I mean, we are social beings. We want someone. It's normal. If you don't want someone and if you're okay with that, sure, live your life like that. I am a person that wants somebody at the end of my old age to be there with me. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the point that I wanted to get at is that right now, I like something happened in my life where I was obsessed with this man, and I still kind of am, but I'm letting it go. And I think I was only obsessed with him because um, I wanted again to conquer him, to conquer his attention, because that would give me some type of thrill at the end of the day. That would make me believe that I was worth it in some way. And seeing that I am so close to where I was at a young age, at like first grade or sixth grade, seeing how I function in the same way still, scared me a lot because I'm a person that wants to be developing every day and being better every day, and seeing that my progress in that part of my life like it doesn't exist basically scared me. So I have been trying to decenter men in my life, which is such a weird thing to do because when you're so used to wanting to be valued in your everyday life, like it's difficult. Like one thing for me is like I go to the gym a lot and I go for myself, and it's the reason that I go. It's for me. But when I'm there, if I catch a cute guy looking, I can't keep but being a little bit proud. When someone that is good looking looks at me or wants me, I feel good about myself. And I don't know if I'm capable of not feeling that way. But at the same time, I don't want to give power to other people to influence my self-esteem. I want my self-esteem to become from me, not from the opinions of others or how they look at me or if they want me or if they want to fuck me, you know what I mean? Yeah, if you have, if you have advice, please, I need it. And also another thing is that I have, like, this is kind of a taboo topic, but I know that someone will understand me, but I'm a woman. And I'm a woman that has a sex drive and that has high libido. So when I don't have anyone in my life to satisfy that need, I sometimes go insane because, yes, I can do it myself, but it's not the same because I don't want to, it's not the main goal. I want sex. And I cannot have sex alone, you know? So, when I don't have a man, that is a struggle for me. I go insane. Um, and if you have advice on that too, comment comment down below. This video is not for you to find answers, for you to give me answers, by the way. But yeah, I think this video is over. I'm gonna do a video like after I search and I see your guys' comments on how to combat this, and then I'll give you advice and me as well on that video. But for now, I just wanted to talk about and leave this topic out in the open so we can have a discussion. I think that's the best part of the internet to be at. So yeah, if you like this video, please leave a comment, subscribe, do everything like that, and see you in the next one. Bye.
Another fair relationship, guess it's bad to sit you